Welcome to Insights for Positive Living. I'm talking about living a fulfilled life. Now, we all strive to come to the place of fulfillment. Now, fulfillment is described by many in different ways. To one person, fulfillment may be having a successful career, or getting married and having a successful relationship. Someone may think that fulfillment is having financial stability. Another may even think that fulfillment, is attaining something in life that brings them to the plateau of success. We can describe fulfillment in different ways. But let me say that true fulfillment is a satisfaction within the sphere of operation within your life. It is a sense of connection to your source. Number one, being in spiritual balance, having a spiritual equilibrium. It is to be at a place whereby you are in charge of your world. Now, I'm not talking about being in charge of the universe, because we do not take charge of the universe. The universe has a flow. It has a creative balance. The universe is good. When we think of the outer world, the global world, there are many challenges within our global world. We see catastrophes, we see turmoils, we see conflicts, we see wars on the right and wars on the left. We see man's dissatisfaction with his outer world. But there is an inner world, which is the world of spirit. Understand that those who are connected to God, they are of a spirit nature. Spirit from the standpoint of good. In essence, man is a spirit. He has a soul, a mind, a mental faculty. He has thoughts, imaginations, and a will. And then, of course, man has been given the right, you have been given the right to be a decision maker in life. Now, in essence, you were created to decide your destiny. What you want in life, the good that you want in life, is an expression of what you were created to be. Every good that you aspire for, it is a calling forth of that which you were designed to become in life. Now, nothing in the natural can truly create permanent happiness. Someone buys a new car that it was his desire for, it was his longing for. And then after a while, the excitement of that new car goes away. Someone wanted a new dress, maybe the latest fashion on the market. That person purchases that dress. And then after a while, when the dress begins to be old, becomes old, the joy, the excitement, the ecstasy goes away. Everything in the natural is only temporary from the standpoint of bringing us into the plane of the consciousness of happiness. Happiness, I believe, is a divine release. It begins as a seed, and once we embrace it, we can find ourselves being happy regardless of the conditions that we face in life. Living a fulfilled life is not based on the area you live in, your surrounding. It's not living in the most posh suburban area of our community. No, it is an awareness that you are divinely connected and that everything is under divine control. Now, every day that you wake out of your bed, if you wake with the consciousness that this is going to be a great day, then you will have a reason to be upbeat. David had this to say in Psalms 118 and verse 24. He says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." Now, number one, you must realize that every day is a divine creation. That day or this day is created by God. And that because it's created by God, inbuilt within this day are creative ideas, are divine opportunities. Created within this day is the ability to be happy, to be fulfilled. You are not lacking anything in your life that would have made you happy. Someone says, if I had this or if I had that, I would be happy. Let me say, you have everything within you to make you happy. You have the gift of life. You have the gift of love. You have the gift of divine enablement. You have the gift of divine help. You have the gift of divine protection. Now think of it. God is everything. And whatever we need is already within the scope of divine arrangement, divine plan. Now, if you begin to think that your life is not detached from your source, your life is not detached from God, the ability to live out who you were created to be is already something that is in place. Now, when you think of your world from the standpoint of the negativities of the outer world and the challenges of the outer world, you will always be at a place where something is missing. But when you think of your life from the standpoint that the inner world, your inner world of thoughts, your inner world of contemplation, your inner world of positive meditation is a divine creation, then you do not live from the premise of what happens around you, but you live from the premise of what happens within you. And what happens within you is that which you have control of. You have control of the way you think. You have control of your mental world. You have control of your spiritual world. You have control of your expressions. You have control of your actions. You are not controlled by your outer world. You control your outer world. Man is not controlled by his circumstance. Man controls his circumstance. Circumstance does not make the person makes his circumstance. So it's never an issue that you will be happy when you have more finances, or you will be happy when you have a new home, or you will be happy when you have a new car, or you will be happy when you have more clothing or nice clothing. No, all of that is on a material level. But there is a divine force that controls our life. And that divine force says that happiness is something that is real. And happiness is something that we choose. And happiness is something that is developed. And that our very existence is at the root of happiness. Now, when I use the word happiness, I use it in relation to having a sense of fulfillment, having that sense of joy, being radiant, being upbeat, being uplifted, seeing things from a positive perspective, knowing that the hand of the divine is at work in every aspect of your life, knowing that God controls the outcome of things. Now, you may be in a situation today where you feel that maybe there is no reason to be upbeat, there is no reason to be on top, that the odds of life are against you. But you can beat the odds of life. You can beat the odds of life by declaring, I am born to be a winner. I'm born to overcome. I'm born to face challenges courageously and master them by the ability that have been placed within me. When we think of life through the eyes of the divine, then we will always be on top instead of being at the bottom. The radiance of God is always at work in the lives of those who choose the path of fulfillment. Now think of this. You are a child of God. Now someone says, but I don't have that feeling. It's not by feeling, it's by divine declaration that you are a child of God. You have the right to communicate with God, to be in touch with God. You have a right to connect in spirit with the divine. You have the right to believe that the best will come out of the worst. That whatever it is that is out of place can come into place. You have the power of positive belief. And that power of positive belief is that which arranges our world, that brings our world into divine order. You can create whatever world you want. You can create a world of optimism where things are on top, or you can create a world of pessimism where everything is dark. Now, every day of your life is fashioned by your belief. Every day of your life is a divine design. And you can choose every day to live a positive, upbeat life. You can choose to take the challenges of life and master them. It may be a challenge that may seem unique to you. But let me say, there are no unique challenges in life. You see, when you want fulfillment from life, you have to know that whatever you're facing in life is conquerable. Someone faced it before you and they conquer it. Don't walk through life, looking down on yourself, looking down on what you face in life. Walk through life with your shoulders up. Walk through life knowing that you are a divine property, that you are cared for by God Himself, that God loves you, and that you can walk and live your life from the perspective that you have a divine infusion of encouragement, and that you can face life positively, knowing that you are on the winning side. I trust today that something I've said has encouraged you. Until our next telecast, remember these words, that your destiny is not left to chance. It is a matter of choice. You can choose your future, and your best days are before you. They are not behind you.